The Delmarva Home Show has so many wonderful sponsors. Here's our monthly real estate top performer segment. We're back with another real estate top performer segment, and we're talking about some great topics today. But first, let me introduce you to everyone. How are we doing?
Hi, I'm Lynette Bridges-Catha. I'm with Howman Real Estate, and I've been an agent 20 years, and I sell Maryland and Delaware.
Hi, I'm Chrissy Summers, president of the Mortgage Link.
Hi, I'm Ben Goldman with Eastern Title and Settlement.
Great, thank you guys so much for being here today. Now, let's talk a little bit about inventory, Lynette.
Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about inventory. Inventory has changed in the last several years. I'll give you, for instance, in Ocean City, years ago, just a couple years ago, there would be at least 3,000 condos for sale every day. So there was plenty of inventory to show. Like now, for this month, it's probably about 248 to 300 units. That's it. So there's such a big change. We definitely need more inventory. So if anybody is thinking about listing listing their condo, call me. I can do a CMA and I can give you great information and comps to see what your property is worth.
Why do you think there's less inventory right now?
I think that a lot of people have held on to their properties, especially, due to COVID, you understand. But I think that COVID, a lot of people have worked from home and a lot of people have just changed their lifestyles.
Right. We talked about this on a real estate top performance segment before is, when those mortgage rates are starting to drop, or even if you're thinking, are they going to or are they not? The time to buy is now, because you don't want to wait until they do drop, because then your selection is going to be even less.
Not only that, but when you have low inventory, your prices increase. When you have high inventory, your prices go down. It's just a part of the pattern. So.
Yeah, and I think part of the issue is a lot of people are holding on to their properties because their interest rates that they currently have are so low. So when you're even making a lateral move, their payment's going to go up.
So talk about too, like some first-time homebuyer options in our area.
There's so many programs, and unfortunately, most of the people out there don't even know that they exist. The state of Maryland has a Maryland mortgage program. There's a Smart Buy program where you can buy a home and you can put 3% down, and it'll actually pay off 15% up to $20,000 of student debt.
Wow.
Which is crazy. I mean, you're basically getting into the home for nothing and you're paying off your student debt.
I didn't even know they made loans like that.
They do. A lot of people don't realize that they make those loans. And, I think there's this perception that it's, income restrictions, but Wicomico County, it's $149,000. So, if you have student debt and you're buying a $300,000 home, you can pay off $20,000, Just to be clear, you've got to pay the entire student debt off. It's not meant to pay it down. And there's other programs where, you can get in at 97%, and the state of Maryland will give you 3%, 4%, 5% towards the home purchase, which basically you're getting in for nothing.
And that's interesting, because I think people don't know all of the different options. We were talking about USDA loans and things like that earlier, and that's big in this area. But I think people are just like, oh, I get this, but there's lots of options, and you could talk to people about that.
Absolutely. I mean, there's VA loans that are 100%, and I don't think that a lot of the veterans out there realize that they can buy a home for 100% financing. USDA, this area alone, is in a market where you can get a USDA loan, and that's 100%, financing, and you can get a seller contribution. And I've actually seen people, get into a home and get money back at the table.
Oh, wow. What are you seeing a lot with title stuff lately?
Well, what people don't realize about the title business is that we do play an integral part in the whole transaction, but they very rarely see or speak to us. The first time, they might talk to a processor here and then, but other than that, the only time they actually see someone is when we actually come to the settlement table. But we do play an integral part in everything, and quite honestly, most of the business that we do is referral business from real estate agents and from loan officers. And people are going to have their title companies they feel comfortable with. However, what everybody should know is no one can actually dictate to you who you utilize for your title and settlement. On the contract, it's going to have a little spot for you to choose, and when everybody gets your contract, what we're going to put in there, Eastern Title and Settlements. you know. And then, of course, you know, we do a lot of stuff. We are the fiduciary. We have the responsibility to deliver clean, clear title to that buyer at closing. So, like I said, 90% or more of what we do is never seen, but we do play an integral part in the whole transaction.
So what I'm hearing a lot is like options, right? They're coming to a real estate agent, give me options on places, right? And then they're coming to you guys, what options do I have for a loan, even if it's first time home buyer or not? And then with you, it's even options of, you're checking off those things that they wouldn't think about.
Exactly.
HOA in these developments and things like that. So using a group of people like you all is important if someone is looking to buy a new home in 2025 or even sell their home that they're in.
Sell their home or a second home.
There's a lot of options out there. And I think people they clam up or they get nervous and then think they can't do it.
They do. There's a fear factor.
Because they've heard like horror stories, you know, or they've seen how much places are around here and I can't afford it, so they just back away.
Yep.
But you should always just ask, right?
Absolutely. Doesn't hurt to ask.
Doesn't hurt to get information.
Well, the first thing to do is you talk to someone like Chrissy. No, seriously, she's going to qualify you. She's going to tell you what you appear to qualify for to borrow. But more importantly, you're going to figure out, well, how much do I really want to spend?
Right.
And then you have to talk to Lynette, and then she's going to be the one who's going to find the home for you.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for being here today.
Thank you.
How do people get in contact with you, Lynette?
If you want to get in contact with me, again, my name is Lynette Bridges-Catha with Heilman Real Estate. You can reach me at 443-497-3128, or you can email me at smiling without the G, so it's SMILIN, the number 4, and then Shore, SHORE, at Comcast.net.
If you'd like to get in touch with The Mortgage Link, you can go to www.themortgagelink.com and utilize our live chat, or feel free to contact me at any time. My name is Chrissy Summers, 301-602-6364, or via email at Chrissy, CHRISSY, at themortgagelink.com.
Hey folks, if you'd like to get a hold of me, Ben Goldman at Eastern Title, you can send me an email to ben@easterntitle.com, or feel free to call me on my cell at 301-980-3717. And remember, we close anywhere, anytime.
Thank you guys again so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
For having us.